Why worry about the rift? It's not supposed to gobble up Arcadia for years, and I'm sure something else will kill you way before then.
Qué wea, Moonman, weón. Ya, nos falta subir ingeniería y cuestión. Ya, hagamos el diario. ¿Qué tenemos de secundario todavía por aquí? Influenciadores de anti-choice. Habla con el vigilante Hogarth en Westport. Para allá hay un camino, vamos para allá.
Eden's hinterlands would be more pleasant if Auntie didn't airdrop them raptidons willy-nilly. Sure makes getting from A to B a pain.
Blame Spacer's choice. They're the ones who first weaponized livestock in such a manner. Auntie just acquired and rebranded the idea when she came to Tau Ceti.
Right. Poor Auntie. Her hands were tied. I heard you all bred the raps for diet toothpaste and such originally. Only taught them to heal and kill later.
Ain't sure who you all is referring to. Me? I prefer for the raps to stay wild. Free. They're better off out here than in cages in a cargo hold.
Better for them, sure. Not so much for us.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past...
Oh great, a 4.72. Been a while since I had to dodge bullet spray.
Former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center.
Scout report. Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Excellent. Eddie, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it.
Oye, aquí todos hablan, weón.
Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random
Algo pasa acá, vamos a preguntar.
passerby who can hear this. Yes, you.
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our auto-mechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the automech repair center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the automech repair center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge. Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Andy's offensive, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Or their bodies. These were stalwart defenders of the Protectorate we're talking about here. Not the spineless stumblewits that comprise the forces of Anti's choice. No. Some other unfortunate fate has befallen them. Could have been any manner of terror brought upon us by Antis. Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts. There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable. Though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Aquí está, weá. Esta está, ¿o no? La piola. Y combina.
Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. It's warped. Just like everything else.
Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
No veo más.
Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Ship's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
Alive! Outside commencing termination!
Give the order and I'll take care of him. Inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri
Y hay enemigos peligrosos, enemigos con calaveras junto a su barra son de salud son peligrosos, lo que significa que tal vez tu nivel aún sea demasiado bajo como para enfrentarlos. Si te cuesta vencerlos, intenta huir. Intenta subir algunos niveles antes de volver a intentarlo, al igual que los líderes o jefes. Estos enemigos son resistentes a ciertos efectos poderosos y primero debes infligir suficiente daño para debilitarlo. Sí,
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. Must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Didn't have the firm, benevolent hand. To guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful.
At least it's not shooting the water anymore.
We have everything we need. Prudence dictates.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
Because she recognized it as the
Word of the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm.
I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name.
If each of us does our choice,
They don't have the balanced hand of a sovereign.
can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettles of raptidons, or the base individualists within anti. Don't fret. The system is resilient. The system abides. But now, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep improving on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
It's not just a good idea. It's
Dando la puertecita.
all inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Well, it's infected. Meds don't arrive soon, we'll have to start cutting. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Well, fear I've little time for idle chatter. If you'll excuse me, others do need my attention.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which make more habitat for fish, which offers us...
Espérate. Ya, ¿qué recogí? Esta. Hace más daño y... Tiene una unidad trazadora. Los impactos en puntos débiles marcan el objetivo, que se vuelve una prioridad para tus acompañantes y recibir más daño. Primero aumenta el daño en puntos débiles en general. No, venga para acá. Venga para acá. Mejoras del grupo. En la mesa de trabajo, la pantalla de mejoras del grupo te permite mejorar las armas y armaduras de tus acompañantes, lo que aumenta su eficacia en combate y otorga más habilidades. Cada acompañante tiene 2 niveles de mejoras para su armadura y armas. Cada nivel se desbloquea con el kit de mejora de ese acompañante, que se obtiene al concluir sus misiones. El kit básico de un acompañante desbloquea el primer nivel y el kit avanzado desbloquea el segundo nivel. Para cada nivel de las armas y armaduras de tus acompañantes puedes seleccionar una de 2 mejoras y cambiarlas por otras libremente en la mesa de trabajo. Mira tú. Bueno.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
Herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance.
Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement we're obliged to repeat incessantly. Well, allow me to paraphrase. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs. These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Look around. If the Protectorate wanted to do right by you, you wouldn't be starving and wallowing in this metal quagmire. You want to help your people? Go to Fairfield.
Fairfield? Why, they're the reason we're in this mess. You'll forgive me for questioning such timely offers of generosity and kindness. No thank you, not interested. I owe it to every single person here to try.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem.
That's abundantly kind of you, though there must be something I can offer.
The pleasant atmosphere and rich natural resources represent a fascinating...
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
A meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us...
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
Within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part.
So much for their paradigm keeping mouths fed and roofs overhead. The minister was right to send us here.
Your neighbors, same as ever. But prudence dictates a little extra added zeal for now.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that has been building up in our door frames. Trust the plan, serve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
Stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him. Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
But the paradigm says we're to spend our lives in a predetermined profession.
We must all. That's why it's so generous of the sovereign to let us become tiny cogs in the great game.
The matriarch chose Eden because she
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect ecotope as our home, and devised the paradigm as
and rich
A
natural
great way to maintain it.
a fascinatingly complex ecological
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all.
Look alive, Commander.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Come at me.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Diario de la buena vecina Emily Woodman. Primera entrada del año 2359. Pensé que iba a poder encontrar partes de autómatas acá. ¿Por eso?
Hey, Commander, I need to ask you a favor. See that old storefront over there? Reckon we have time to check it out? Nothing gets past you, does it? The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point, supposedly this is where he's holed up. He's ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Seeing as we're already here, I was hoping we might drop in. Briefly, of course. Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here, being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. Likely not. We didn't exactly leave off in a good way. Traded some hard words over promises I made and ought not have. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. I agree. But the problem with burning down a system is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just helping out where we could. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon.
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look... well.
¿Eso quién se...? Voy a robar cuestión. Al loco pobre, no quiero nada. Mira el computador. Ya sabemos por dónde pedir el
Put your hands on other people's things. Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you? Did he now? Please, enlighten me.
Reckon I've got this, Commander. No need to bring in the reserve just yet. I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting...
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the consul. I'll answer what I can. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
La cuestión solo se complica. Estoy perdido.
Ain't nothing there.
Liquidate.
Concha tu madre. Ya, ¿de qué me serviría desmontar esta weá? Vamos a hablar con mi compadre, no tengo partes de robots, pero... Pudimos el agua potable, que es muy importante.
Outside.
All these vexatious disruptions keep befalling Westport.
To inform on a neighbor is a blessing.
May the
Brutus
Sovereign
says.
guide you.
I'm still waiting for a few thank yous.
Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty.
Welcome back. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns.
Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the...
Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. Well, that's what's commonly referred to as your opinion. I have the aid of key pillars of our community, several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me, and our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers.
Working with and through the Sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if he...
I don't know. Look, I've entertained these fool notions of yours long enough. There's no use pursuing such a fruitless line of thinking further. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact, rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios of worst imagining.
Or the base individualists within Auntie's choice, though don't...
Understand your reticence. I dare say I even share it. After a lifetime of strict compliance with state edict, feels almost mutinous to pursue such an undertaking. It's a gamble, no arguing that. But anything else is simply giving up and waiting for the end.
Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Loco porfiado.
You've returned. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? See you when I see you. Hello again.
Espérate.
Here to help? Or just being friendly?
Ah, puta, no tengo persuasión. Eso quiere decir.
All right. Be careful out there.
Podría subir persuasión, pero...
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
No puedo construir lo que necesitan estos locos.
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit enjoys our banter.
Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it. Sovereign and...
Dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collect.
Look who's back.
Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you.
Fine. Let us proceed.
I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Modelo.
Poor tears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. Time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is
Necesito cerrajería, weón. Cerrajería cero. Conchetumare, weón.
and plentiful. We have everything.
Subir al menos 2 niveles, weón.
We take a moment to rightly up.
You profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Make an auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Blow can blow.
Dios mío.
And thank the sovereign.
Ah, appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott. Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets. How I've waited to hear those words. Anything I might help with at present? Really? What was he like? Bold, assertive, with a wildly obstreperous theatrical air? An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar. With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go. I'd say so, but I'm not some highly skilled subversive type or some such. You are. I'm certain you can find a way, somehow. As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Pinckney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind. Of course. Toodaloo.
Gracias por la información, hermano.
As executive drainage manager in recreant reclamations and artificial additives. Remember, dress for the job you have.
I inhaled so much dust and debris during the attack. Still hurts to breathe.
Highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sisty-Bits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am. Bye now.
Now, on to other things. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Invasive species can unbalance even.
Hey, you there! Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average oak? Well, look no further. It's the only cigar that says I'm in charge. It's an uncle Wentworth, Belvedere Stout. When they see come in ratio, perchance a glance at me with me. They know that I'm a VIP. It's the Wentworth Stout, and it says with
No, no hay otra forma de entrar acá. Ya necesito sí o sí la tarjeta del loco de acá. Aunque hay un hoyo, mira tú.
Nobody around. In what? In the where now?
Worst I say is you're who's who, and the smell is just as impressive too.
Así con esto no se anima.
Outsider? Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind. Certainly. What would you like to know? Farewell now.
Es duro mi compadre, ¿eh? Ya saltaría el... los fucking parlantes. Va.
Purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night.
Stranger.
No deberían transmitir desde acá. Porque enfermería. El baño de alguien. Yo creo que transmiten desde acá. Bueno.
I'm very curious how the town is going to function without the generator.
Yes. Without it, we have no auto mechanicals.
Dios mío.
Subjects within and without earshot. That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
The announcer's voice is so smooth.
We don't pre-select your assignment.
Trust the plan, observe set progress, stay in the system.
Saboteamos el agua, la energía, la propaganda.
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth on edge. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like the cut of your jib. Very well. State your piece. My people are prepared to die. As subjects of the Protectorate, we are born to give our lives to the Sovereign. whether he asks for them or not. Things are fine. Everyone's fine. They deserve better. Huh. They do, don't they? I've tried to tell myself it's better to die a subject of the Great Protectorate than live a life driven by freedom, but you may be right. Regardless, now that we're all traitors, they really don't need my permission, but if they want it, they shall have it. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield, but I will be staying. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
Weón.
Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion.
I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us, embrace freedom, rebel.
You do make a convincing argument, stranger. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
Caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your
I look forward to a new life of audacious self-determination and unregulated consumption of sugary sweets.
I'll join you shortly.
Think they're gonna open us with welcome arms? I meant to say... Huh. Suppose I am a mite nervous. Big changes afoot. Big changes.
Sí, queda más hasta acá. Igual se avanzó. Dime que tengo viaje raro. ¿Dónde sería acá? Eso. Ah, claro que tengo viaje rápido. Ya, vamos a dejar hasta acá. Estuvo bueno, estuvo bueno.